This is an Amami rabbit, sometimes called a living fossil. It's the only descendant of its lineage that used to be spread out across Asia, and now you can only find them on 2 of the Ryukyu Islands. We've always known they were unique amongst the rabbits, but a new paper has actually found evidence of them evolving to their island lifestyle that had never been observed in modern animals. They live in tropical rocky habitats, so they're quite literally built different than other rabbits. They're bulkier, they're more robust. They have much smaller ears, and they also don't hop as much as your typical rabbits because they aren't living in the open grasslands. Like I said, they're living in these really rocky tropical areas. While that's interesting, it's this part up here that I find fascinating, and that is the fact that these rabbits have actually evolved a much longer lifespan where they grow and mature much slower than your typical rabbit. So, a typical rabbit's going to be mature by its first year, it's ready to be having lots of babies. With these rabbits, it takes at least 5 years for them to mature, and they still, once they mature, only have 1 or 2 babies per year. I mentioned earlier that this strategy it had been observed before, but it had only been observed in extinct mammals, mammals that had evolved for their island lifestyles long ago, and we had inferred this through their bones. So now we have a modern example, and it's another good example of why understanding evolution is so important, because if we want to help protect this biodiversity, this extremely unique rabbit that is the last member of its lineage, we can't treat them like we treat normal rabbits. They don't behave the same way at all.